Hello, welcome to Business Reporter's Industrial Innovation Campaign. I'm Ashley Blake. It's a tough time to be a manufacturer. Regulators and the public expect environmentally friendly production and protectionism. Trade wars and actual wars are increasing uncertainty, not to mention the cost in supply chains. Years of lockdowns have hit hard too, and although they've also made attitudes to how work is conducted more flexible and companies more digitally savvy, this increased digitalization has also resulted in a huge increase in cyber attacks. But is there opportunity in these challenges? How can companies best meet them? As VP and Global Industry Lead at CGI, Helena Jochberger has years of experience in strategic design and development, and she believes the solution is unified manufacturing. She's here to discuss it. Helena, welcome to Business Reporter's Industrial Innovation Campaign. CGI says that manufacturing is at a turning point. What is that turning point?
Thank you, Ashley, for inviting me today. Yeah, absolutely. It's tied to that concept of Industry 5.0, where we say you have on the one hand side the ESG compliance, so all that sustainable manufacturing aspects in place. You have the human awareness and you have the technology as enabler. And all together, it can form a tremendous business model. When we take, for example, the entire ESG reporting, of course, one might say that it is only a legal requirement to be fulfilled. On the other hand side, when we talk about aspects like circularity, like how to avoid wastage, how to include the suppliers in a way that their emissions go down, then the human awareness or the human-centric aspect comes into play.
I see. So how does unified manufacturing help?
Unified manufacturing is CGI's vision. It's basically a foundation to unify people, processes and technologies, and not only within a plant, a classical smart factory, but also beyond, to unify several plants across countries, across continents even, and to take into account the wider ecosystems with the right underlying technology. So unified manufacturing is based on 5 main pillars, so to say. So it starts very early also to address the digital entrance, how to get them connected, how to place the IoT sensors into a company and onto a shop floor, how to set up the underlying network that is needed to get that connectivity. It is also a focus on becoming paperless and automation. So there's a lot of companies still that have paper within their production process. So one step is being performed, the paper is being brought to the next workstation and so forth. So these are the aspects that are easily to be digitized. Then there is the third one, the data-driven one of our most focuses on, and potentially, of course, one that has a big importance in the future. And when we talk about data-driven, it's the aspects like how do I design a data strategy for the manufacturer, with the manufacturer? How do I do my data management across the data life cycle? Because also data has a life cycle, like we humans do. The enterprise intelligence, what kind of automation do I need in place? Advanced analytics, data analytics in general. And last but not least, the human-centric story is here implemented as well, and that is the human centricity or the organizational readiness. Because driving a company, a manufacturing company in a data-driven way requires other skill sets, other competencies from my employees, but also from the leadership side. So this is the data-driven. We have a fourth one that is called the IT and OT security. So imagine on the shop floor when the production machinery gets connected, there are a lot of threats that are emerging that were not there before. And obviously, for criminal energy, there's a lot of potential to hack the operational technology. So that means when we talk about IT, information technology, and OT, operational technology alignment or convergence, because the two are moving together, we need to expand our security strategies also towards the operational technology, the production machinery, and so forth. And the last aspect is the factory cloud or clouds in general. Everything's going cloud. There's a lot of legacy IT in the companies that is really aching our manufacturing clients when transforming. And so there are the aspects about, okay, how can I bring my core applications from my core processes to the cloud to really gain advantage of managed services, of the whole business continuity, so to say. So in total, 5 pillars to build on.
What if a company was going through the transformation? How would it operate?
Transformation is always, of course, a process and not a one-time project. So that means, of course, when you start your journey, you start off with a proof of concept. You start off with some tangible use cases that are really suitable to bring the first value to a company. When they have been performed successfully, of course, you need to sit down and to really draw a strategy and also a roadmap on how to transform entirely, right? And we know from our foundation and from the 5 different pillars that, for example, getting the connectivity or becoming paperless are the more, let me say, easy topics to be implemented. Nonetheless, the journey does not stop there. And so it's really important that you keep the dialogue, you draw the roadmap, you draw the strategy, and then continue successfully towards a full digital autonomous plant, right?
And you've seen huge transformation, particularly lately. What would the world of manufacturing look like in, say, 3 to 5 years' time?
In 3 to 5 years' time, data will be at the core of everything a manufacturer does. So therefore, integrating systems, achieving that digital continuum of data flows will be key to respond to really disruptive challenges coming from the outside world. So that will be one aspect for sure. What we will be seeing also in manufacturing is a highly interconnected, responsive, and also a sustainable manufacturing side of the story. Sustainable in the sense of adhering to a circularity. So I see this aspect. And last but not least, we will see a stronger interconnection between our direct clients, so the business, but also the integration with the consumer.
Helena Jochberger, CGI.